Stress, the eternal pressure of time. An abyss of never-ending tasks, work, and mental worry. It's thought of as an inevitable consequence of school, but it doesn't have to be that way.
We go to school because we need to know that stuff for life. Let's say we're accountant, we need to add up things a lot. And we have to read a lot and write sometimes. I think it's a good idea we go to school. I think everyone should go to school. Our homeworks are very easy. All we have to do is read for 10 minutes, practice our spelling words in a math sheet.
Education is a wondrous thing that can improve your life. And so, with the goal of a better education, students enter school, and with that comes the pressure to take on pressure.
Peer pressure, in a sense, is a major part of that. Most of my friends are in all South Jersey choir, and they're all like, dude, you should audition. Dude, you should audition. I'm like, nah, I have all this to do.
Parents always try and push me to take responsibility and work hard.
High school, you got college coming up, so like applications, I want to have the best application possible. Sports, getting like early commitments, stuff like that. You want to push yourself to be the best you can be.
High school kids often hear is, do more, take on more. The more you do, the better your college application will be, the more you will learn.
I feel like I can achieve more than I'm doing. And I'm always in that constant feeling of wanting more. And so I always push myself to go that extra step, that extra mile, 110%.
And as is apparent with any popcorn kernel, under pressure, stress grows.
I participate in Life Squad, choir, marching band, the musical.
You don't have enough time, especially I do after-school activities, so I'm here sometimes until 5 o'clock on an average basis, and then I get home and I'll have you have a lab report, you have an essay to work on, and you don't have enough sleep, which stresses you more and snowballs.
Stress can take on the forms of academics, so pressure for exams, school, social, so friendships, dating, family demands, sports or extracurricular activities.
And this stress has far-reaching consequences.
It results in the lack of sleep, and it's just very frustrating.
They could feel scattered, or it can feel difficult to stay focused.
If I don't get my work done, I become edgy, I don't talk to my family, I will lash out at people for no reason because I'm stressed out.
They can have trouble sleeping, they can worry, their mind always seems to be racing.
You just kind of, in a way, become a different person when you're stressed, You're overwhelmed, you're tired.
Prolonged stress increases the body's level of a hormone called cortisol, which has been shown to lead to weight gain. Long-term stress can even cause inflammation of the heart.
A recent study by the American Psychological Association reveals that teens feel far more stressed than they believe to be healthy. 30% of teens feel depressed due to stress. 18% of teens say that they are more stressed when they get less sleep. Stress hinders sleep, so a vicious snowballing cycle is created. 36% of teens are fatigued by stress, and 23% of teens have skipped meals due to stress. Even though teens face an insurmountable amount of stress, 52% of teens believe the stress has little to no impact on their mental health, and 54% believe that the stress has little to no impact on their body. And stress is not decreasing. 31% of teens report that their stress levels have increased in the past year. American Psychological Association CEO and Executive Vice President Norman B. Anderson has stated that in order to break this cycle of stress and unhealthy behaviors as a nation, we need to provide teens with better support and health education at school and home, at the community level, and in their interactions with healthcare professionals.
I think that people should learn more about the effects of stress.
So keeping a journal tracking what you're doing throughout the day is a good way to help identify a stressful event.
They should teach more about how to relieve stress, how to manage stress. I feel like they give you a lot, but it's manageable, but they don't tell you how to manage it.
Class on time management would probably help because of the fact that it would get people to know how the people that have all these different things going on can do all this and still have time to do schoolwork.
If you set time limits and certain times you're going to do things, you stay better organized. That prevents things from piling up. That prevents people from keeping things to the last minute.
Teenagers feel more stressed simply because they're not structuring their time wisely. sometimes a parent, a teacher, a guidance counselor sitting down with the teenager and saying, let's look at your schedule. Let's see what we can do to try to maximize your time and to incorporate downtime.
With implementing time management into my life, I've been able to de-stress a lot, because for me, knowing and planning ahead what I'm going to do makes things and events a lot easier to work with.
Encourage, because look, you have a lot on your plate, you're doing a lot. I encourage you not to take on that extra activity or do that extra project, but focus on what you're doing right now.
I know like top corporations like Apple and Google and all them, they have support for that, and that's why some of their employees are doing a great job with their companies. Meditation, I learned that in my creative writing class and through some friends, and that's helped me a lot. And I never knew anything about that, but once I got myself educated about it, I was able to relieve stress more.
Although stress is a pervasive and inherent effect of childhood and education, we can make sure stress is manageable and teach kids how to manage it. Do you like school?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.